Hi there, Sue Perryman from Optimal Healing, and as promised, here's the grounding technique for the root chakra, which is the base chakra. So the first chakra or root chakra is located at the base of the spine. The corresponding body locations are the perineum along the first three vertebrae at the pelvic plexus. This chakra is often represented as a cone of energy, starting at the base of the spine and going downward and then slightly bent up. The key characteristics of the root chakra or the base chakra. The first chakra is associated with the following functions or behavioural characteristics. It's about security, safety, survival, basic needs, food, sleep, shelter, self-preservation, etc. Physicality, physical identity, and aspects of self. Grounding, support, and foundation for living our lives. The root chakra provides the foundation on which we build our life. It supports us in growing and feeling safe, into exploring all the aspects of life. It is related to our feeling of safety and security, whether it's physical or regarding our bodily needs, or metaphorical regarding housing and financial safety. To sum it up, the first chakra questions are around the idea of survival and safety. The root chakra or the base chakra is where we ground ourselves into the earth and anchor our energy into the manifest world. Most of us have energetic blocks and imbalances, as well as energy sabotaging habits that prevent us from accessing our full vitality, which leads us to feel exhausted, scattered, dull, and even ill. The good news is that it doesn't have to continue. Now, what happens when the first chakra is imbalanced? At the emotional level, the deficiencies or imbalance in the first chakra, or the root chakra or base chakra, are related to excessive negativity, cynicism, eating disorders, greed, illusion, excessive feeling of insecurity, and living on survival mode constantly. For a person who is imbalanced in the first chakra, it might be hard to feel safe in the world and everything looks like a potential risk. The desire for security dominates and can translate into concerns over the job situation, physical safety, shelter and health. A blocked root chakra may turn into behavioural ruled behaviours, mainly by fear. On the same line, when the root chakra is overactive, fear might turn into greed and paranoia, which are extreme forms of manifestation of imbalance in the first chakra. Issues with control over food intake and diet are related to it. So, how will you know if you're grounded or ungrounded? So there's a bit of a list here, and you usually will the individual will encounter the same or two symptoms or more each time you feel ungrounded. So there could be dizziness, daydreaming, a feeling of being spaced out, feeling sick, heart palpitations, eyes flickering, weight gain, clumsiness, static shocks, falling asleep when meditating, noise and light sensitive, forgetful, having brilliant ideas that never happen, arguing and unable to get your point across. Please note if any of these symptoms can be linked to other physical conditions or illnesses. If in doubt, always check with your GP. Light and energy work is complementary to general medicine and should not be viewed as a substitute. So, ways to become more grounded. Here are some things you can do to help bring you back down to earth. So eating, hence sometimes the weight gain, eating healthy and balanced, drinking water, walking, especially in natural surroundings, sports, yoga, tai chi, etc., gardening, animals, e.g. walking the dog, being purposeful. And also this grounding technique that I'll be giving with you today. Let me see, is there anything else I need to say? No, I think I'll leave it at that. And what we're going to do is do a small meditation, and I'll get you to get yourself in a relaxed position, sitting, and just close your eyes and take a deep breath in and out. And again, deep breath in, down. And just bring your presence into your body. Just start feeling your body. And just see yourself as a tree trunk. The width of your hips, that's how big a tree trunk you are. And your base chakra, your root chakra, is your tailbone. And just see little roots growing out of your tailbone. And the tree trunk with the roots growing. And we're just going to just dunk ourselves down into Middle Earth. We're going to go through the soil, through the crystal layer, right down into that Middle Earth, into that fiery ball, the beautiful Middle Earth energies. And you're going to plant yourself in the right exact spot just for you, right there in the Middle Earth. And you remember this spot. So each time you ground yourself, you'll go back to where you need to, and your body will remember, and your energy will remember. Now just extend your feet through your tree trunk, the width of your hips. So extending your feet down into that beautiful Middle Earth energy. And just absorbing, and it's just going up through the soles of your feet, through your ankles and up your shins and calves. It's just going to swirl, that beautiful Middle Earth energy is just going to swirl around your knees. So we have little chakras, minor little chakras in the knees, just swirling and swirling. And just letting it fill up and swirling and swirling. And then we're going to bring that energy up through our thighs, into our hips. And it's just going to fill up our base chakra at the tailbone, the base chakra, the root chakra, the first chakra. So we're a tree trunk with roots growing out of our tailbone, and we're dipping down into Middle Earth, and those roots are just going right down into Middle Earth, right to the exact spot it needs to be. We're extending our feet out at the bottom of our tree trunk, and we're absorbing all that beautiful Middle Earth energy. It's coming up through our feet, through our ankles, through our cups and shins, and swirling around our knees, through the knee chakras, minor knee chakras, then up our thighs, into our hips. We're just filling up our base chakra. And just keep pulling that energy. And it's just going to happen from now on. As soon as you think, it's just going to pull that beautiful energy up. We're just teaching it the first time, and then it remembers. And we're feeling that Middle Earth energy coming up through our feet, up through our legs, into that base chakra, filling, until it overflows. And then it's just going to spill out, come back down our legs, and fall back down into Middle Earth. And it's going to take any impurities with it and transmuting and transforming them back into Middle Earth. And that is the tree trunk grounding method. So you can do that 3 or 4 or many times a day. It allows you to be present in your body, helps with financials. Really, really good if you feel a little bit scattered or uneasy. confused, just ground yourself, because we're a spiritual being having a human experience. And when we're not present in our body, it means our spirit is out of our body. So by grounding and calling our energy back in to our body allows our energy to be in our body and be grounded and present, because we're a spiritual being having a human experience. So we actually want our spirit into our body. And the more you ground yourself, the more your vibration will raise. And I'll talk about vibrations on another video. So I'm just going to go through the grounding technique again. See yourself as a tree trunk, the width of your hips or your shoulders. Nice big solid tree trunk. Growing roots out of your base chakra, which is around your tailbone. So just see roots growing. And you're dunking yourself down through the soil, through the crystals, down into Middle Earth. And the roots are growing down and planting themselves in the Middle Earth. And we can be connected with the Middle Earth always. Extend our feet down into Middle Earth, and we're just pulling those energies up through our feet, through our ankles, up our shins and calves, swirling around our knees, up our thighs, into our hips, and into our base chakra. We're just pulling that energy up, and it's just going to keep coming into our bodies and filling up that base chakra until it overflows, and it just overflows and falls back down into Middle Earth, taking any impurities with it and transmuting that down into Mother Earth. So if you have any queries or questions, please pop them in the group. Otherwise, happy grounding, and that's the tree trunk effect, tree trunk grounding effect. So looking much better now. I'm out of bed. I've had the flu for a week. All good. So hope you enjoyed that. Bye.